Everyone, welcome to Transform Talk new episode. Today we have a special guest speaker with us, V V Srinivas, popularly known as Mr. V V. V V is an MBA graduate. Along with this, he is a certified career analyst coach. Also, he is ICF certified, CE certified life skill executive coach, and he is working towards government school students to help them to choose right career path. Also, he is so much passionate of working with students and women to live their personal and professional life with fulfillment and development also. He is also having 18 years of experience working in CSR project with different clients, having a relationship management, operation management kind of projects. So welcome, Vivi, in today's talk. Let's begin with the show.
Thank you so much, guys, for the wonderful introduction.
Thank you, VV. So my first question is, what is career analysis and its importance in today's rapidly changing job scenario?
Thank you so much, Vikram. In fact, I feel it's need of the hour to ask this question actually, because when it comes to the career, most of the times we see parents or we also tend to follow the trends.
Okay.
We inquire our neighbors or we inquire our elderly people who are in our families, and we take decision. But when it comes to the career choices or choosing career path for the people who are in at least 8th, 9th, 10th class or +2, we have to change the scenario what is now being followed. So coming to your question, career analysis, we mostly hear career counseling.
Yeah.
Counseling is nothing but guiding or supporting somebody else out of your knowledge or out of your expertise. When it comes to the career counseling, suppose we came across a lot of experience and we gained a lot of experience. We know what will happen if we study some course. If we study intermediate by MPC, we know what happens. If we study by PC intermediate, we know what happens out of our knowledge and out of our experience. But that should not be the case. That should not be the case at all.
Okay.
So before student gets into the +2, every parent's responsibility to gain some knowledge or gain some awareness what is career and how career should be chosen. For that, career analysis plays a role. And before I get into the subject, career analysis and career counseling go hand in hand.
Okay, so they are different. Yeah. Means they are different.
Absolutely, they are different, but they both should go hand in hand. So career analysis is nothing but is a process of assessing in individuals 5 dimensions. Okay. Every individual has 5 dimensions like personality, career interests, career motivators, learning styles, and skills and abilities. Based on these results, guiding an individual or supporting an individual is a career counseling part based on the results of 5 dimensions results.
Okay.
So this is how it has to be like that. So this 5-dimensional assessment gives us the clear picture of the person's individual interest of his career. So when we know these results, parents don't have to be worried too much. It's like ready of plate. Just they choose. Because that plate has only the suitable and eatable items in the plate. They should not take somebody's help or somebody's advice. The dishes which are most suitable to your kid are available. Out of 5 or 3 dishes, you choose one. He will enjoy. Ultimately, if we do this or if we follow this, people would be happy. I repeat, people would be happy at their workplace. That is more important than anything else. Even that guy may earn lakhs of rupees per month. Ultimately, end of the day, most of the people, stats talks about that, almost 78 people who are working in IT field, though they have lakhs of rupees per annum salary, they are not happy at workplace.
I agree.
Why?
I agree.
Just because of this.
Yeah.
Maybe because of social influence or parents' influence. When they are in 10th or +2, they were forced to get into that stream rather than choosing these options. That's how the difference between career analysis and career counseling. Hope I answer your question.
So it was actually a new thing for us. It's career analysis and career counseling. We were assuming it is a one thing, one and the same thing.
No.
Yeah. So do you use any tools to access individual skills?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, we follow the process called 4 steps process. We have process that is called career planning process, which consists of 4 different steps. Step number 1, self-awareness. In self-awareness, we identify these 5 dimensions. Step number 2, exploration. We have career clusters, career paths, and career occupations. We have almost 20 plus career clusters and 60 plus career paths and 3000 plus occupations. This is the combination actually. We explore what is the suitable career path or whatever occupation. Once step 2 is completed, in step 3, we have to identify the most suitable career options. Then 4th one is execution the plan. We also provide them the clear plan. What is their suitable career options? To achieve that suitable career options, what is that educational path they have to go? That information also will provide them so that they will achieve their suitable career options. This is called career planning process. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I want to ask you how you go ahead. Means you ask some questions in this to the student or parent. How this happens? Yeah. Again, this process itself, 3 different steps: pre-counseling, psychometric assessment, and post-counseling. In pre-counseling, we talk with parents, not with the student. Because always, you know the logic behind that. Because after students are always being influenced or forced by somebody else. The force is parents, obviously. So we want to understand, we want to listen from the parents. For which we almost take 30 to 40 minutes with parents and 10 to 15 minutes with student, hardly general questions. But most of the stuff we grab from the parents. Then we run a psychometric assessment, which is artificial intelligence based tool. So student has to spend 40 to 60 minutes of time to answer the questions, but it is not yes or no type questions. It is purely assessing his 5 dimensions. So he has to choose one of the options, but that has to be, the candidate has to be very, very genuine, because since it is an artificial intelligence, whatever input you give results in such a way. Yes. For example, the question, psychometric questions like, are you empathetic? People may feel something. If really they are not empathetic, they are not that open to answer. Even in such a case, if the student answers incorrectly, his 5 dimensions results will be incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. Yeah. So to create some awareness and to educate them, we spend some times before assessment. Then we will let them attend the assessment. Then again 1 to 1.5 hours of post counseling. What is an interpretation of the report and interpretation of the career options that the tool gives them. Sometimes we may get a lot of challenge from the parents, though the report says something also, still they wanted to insist their interests. If they want their kid to study BTech, if report says something like commerce, arts, or something else, they are not convinced. In such cases, it is little tough to convince parents, but we see options. If at all, somewhere, if he fits based on the scores, and if at all something he improves, if he can goes with the parents' interest, we'll see a lot of exercise based on the report, and then we'll conclude. But ultimately, parents are the one who can take
Final
a call.
decision. Yeah, yeah. So the
Absolutely, absolutely.
AI tools are developed by yourself, or it's universally available?
No. It is where I get certified edu milestones.
Mhm.
They give us the platform support as well.
Okay, okay.
Yes. But there are few folks where they have their own tool, but a lot of expertise from psychologists involvement is required. It is a huge tool actually.
Okay.
It's a lot of correlation should be taken place. So we depend on their platform.
Okay. Okay.
So wonderful. We have got a lot of information. So next question is like, what are the common misconception people are having regarding this career counseling and career analysis? And how we can understand that where is the need of what? Yeah.
So thanks, Kavita. I'm really getting a lot of good questions. See, it's not the question of misconception. It's a question of awareness.
Okay.
People, especially parents, are absolutely lacking of awareness of their career, getting support from the career analysts or career counselors support. As of today, we talk a lot of things. We discuss a lot of things, but when it comes to our own child's future, we still go by the what we see the results from other people. From that junction, we are unable to come out of it. For example, I'll tell you one thing. One of my friend's son, we have been seeing him from the childhood. He's like fantastic artist. He paints everything. He draws everything. His house is full of his paints and his arts. Since then, he is my own very close friend. We used to discuss him to train him in such a way like he will become great artist, or he will become great painter or something else. But the moment he enters into the 9th standard and getting into the 10th standard, their parents' mindset started slowly turning out towards BTech. In BTech also, my friend and I was discussing to opt for the one specialization is there in architecture or something else where his own skills can be useful. At the moment of MSET and at the moment of before he enter into the counseling or entrance formality happens, right? BTech. He was in the mindset of getting into the this stream, like interior design or whatever it is, where his skills can be. But by looking at surroundings and taking some opinions from other people, he joined his son into the CSC, computer science.
Okay.
Now you tell me, is it misconception or lack of awareness? Okay. Lack of awareness. So as a career analyst and career counselors, we take that responsibility is spread the awareness across. Till now, parents, whatever you say about career analysis and how to choose career choices, and they listen to you. But when time comes, they react differently. They absolutely react differently because our societal impact and our mindsets freeze it somewhere like MPC and BPC. That's it. We are like we as a parents like panicked if our son or our kid doesn't study either MPC or BPC. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. There are a lot of options available other than these two groups. So this is what actually happening, and this is what we are doing, Kavita. We are going each school and each college where our educational institutions are available, allowing us. We are not talking with students. We are just requesting institute authorities to have a meeting arrange a meeting with parents, then we are trying to spread it across. At least 1 or 2% start changing their mindset. Definitely next generation's choice of career definitely would be absolutely different. Absolutely different. For example, if I have a 2 minutes time, I can extend to answer. In recent days, one student came. I can't name that student.
Okay.
Pre-counseling, during pre-counseling, I understood that she forced to attend the NEET examination for 2 terms, 2 long, what is it called? Long-term coaching, 2 times. That means literally she wasted 2 years.
Yes.
But unfortunately, she could not crack the NEET in recent batch. Now they came to me. This I understood during the pre-counseling time. Why? Mother is a corporate employee. Father is a businessman. Mother has strong intention on her kid to get into MBBS. If it not, father has a strong intention to make her study any one of the science groups. When I ran the psychometric, it clearly indicating that she's absolutely a social guy. I said personality in career interests correlation, right? Personality, some extent, she is matching to science group. But when it comes to career interests, she is more of into social and artistic. To identify career interests, we follow the methodology like RIASEC model, RISEC. Realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. Every character has its own parameters. To get into MBBS or something else, the candidate should be like investigative method mode, and these mindsets should be there. Whereas it comes to this particular case, she's absolutely, her high scores are social, and second is artistic. Then only they started trying understanding her kid and what is the career interest. But I took almost 2.5 hours extra time to convince their parents. By showing even this psychometric report also, they were absolutely unconvinced.
So finally, they got convinced?
They had to convince, because she caught the point. Her daughter caught the point. Then she took complete U-turn, because the way we can easily recognize what is she. So when correlate all the discussion points, finally they agreed upon, and they are going by the what report talks about.
Wow, great.
Okay, so wonderful answer we have got throughout the session. So I have one more question for you, Vivi. Like, what are the common challenges and queries comes from parents or student whenever you talk about career counseling importance with them? Like, what are the questions that you deal with the parents when you are, giving them the importance of career counseling and why it is required for their child? So can you elaborate a little with this?
Yeah, very simple. When we approach somebody else to create some awareness about career analysis or career counseling, first question or first statement that we hear from the parents is very simple. What if your report says some different career which doesn't have any value or any demand in the society? Okay. How can my child set it in life? These are the thought process what is there in parents' mind. As I already mentioned, for parents, settlement in career is, or good career or good choice means getting good amount of money. Yes. But it's not the case. They have to understand an individual should be absolutely happy at workplace. That is why the reason this AI-based tool correlate between personality, career interest, career motivators, all the 5 dimensions. Otherwise, if some of the area is not matching, those people cannot be satisfied. For example, I'll tell you one example so that that gives some clarity. In recent days, one of the guy comes who is a deputy manager or manager in one of the American BPO companies. He's been there almost 7 years in that particular company, and he's doing very great. He's absolutely doing great. But ultimately, somehow, somewhere, something is, disturbing him because he's not happy. He has been awarded a great people leader for a couple of times. So he is not happy. I understood when I speak with him during the pre-counseling session, he's absolutely a great people leader. He has almost 50 plus team size. He's managing team effectively and he's making sure all projects are completed according to the timelines and always. But something is missing. He is not a number guy. Though you are a great people leader, though you have a great other skills, but ultimately, end of the day, every week or every quarter, you have to present your numbers to the senior managers. That's where he is lacking. You know what? He is absolutely not a conventional guy. As I told you, Riyasik model, conventional guys always play with numbers. They are very systematic in terms of numbers and in terms of build the logic between them. But when you are in operations, when you lead an operations team as a deputy manager, ultimately, you are not only the responsible for leading team, you are also responsible for the project that you are handling. Onshore team or clients always talk about numbers. They need numbers. Though he has numbers prepared by his reporting leads or assistant managers, his responsibility is talk and present in front of senior managers. That's where he is not satisfied whenever he gets into his boardrooms. That's one thing is very triggering him and he is not happy. That's what we identified. And we suggested him either you improve conventional interest or else completely take diversion, where his top 2 careers are, one is business management, where he doesn't have to manage the numbers, and another one is marketing. Where he is not at all, productivity, utilization, capacity, these terminologies nowhere in those categories. So since he has been there for the 7+ years, he doesn't want to leave because he knows how the company is treating him. That is why the reason he strongly took a decision to improve his conventional interest. He wanted to improve that next 2 to 3 months. If at all still he can't, then he decided to move out of from that career and choosing the another career where his interest is more of social and realistic. Realistic people always wanted to go outside and work with the outside people. These kind of his main career interest is realistic. So that's how. So this is what happens. Whatever happening, not in favor of parents or not in favor of students, it's purely because of they are not ready to accept the career analysis report. That's how. Even parents, if you talk to the parents also, they don't want. No, you study so and so, and then only you will settle in life. Otherwise, but it is not the case. But parents should understand whether their kids are happy tomorrow or not. That's more important. That's all.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, actually, I know that you're doing like a career analysis even for women, right?
Absolutely,
Women in their second league. So can you explain something about that?
This product is called homemakers and women and sabbatical. See, we see a lot of women employees take break naturally because of a lot of reasons. We know one is marriage or relocation, and sometimes maternity. This is where the disconnect is happening. Unless and until that individual has too much of focus. But especially in our society, we see a lot of women folks, they're completely getting distracted from their career once these one or two examples happens. First thing, as I was a part of DNI and women empowerment thing, that management has to take that responsibility. Of course, a lot that is, we see a lot of women in such a condition. For them, they are totally confused once their maternity is completed and their responsibilities are completed. Then they start rethinking about their careers. By then, a lot of stuff is being missed by them, because they have to make sure the disconnect should not happen. But it is happening because of the reasons what we all know. So in that cases, they don't know where to go and how to go. For them, there is a separate psychometric assessment based on their previous experiences, based on the experiences they gained during the gap, and what is that suitable career now based on the current personality. That's how that product called Women on Sabbatical. Yeah.
Is it a very personalized test, sir?
Yeah,
so you're personalizing for
absolutely.
each and every person. Oh, okay, great.
Absolutely. And there is absolutely a confidentiality being maintained. We don't discuss with anybody else other than that person, and we don't have to also. Because each person has their own interest and has their own personalities. No point of discussing with somebody else. And oddly, people coming to us, believing us. Ultimately, trust plays major role, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sir, can you share one success story of yours in your journey, which is very close to your heart? I know everything is close, but one thing.
Yeah, in fact, I already mentioned two different cases with success stories. When we hear those kind of, when we empower or when we influence somebody else by looking at their results and their thing, it really, as you mentioned, every story is a success story, because ultimately people come with a lot of confused mind. They don't know. They hear a lot of things from different people. Ultimately, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to do. When we make them understand everything, that becomes our success story, right? One or two cases, even like see, Sujita, simple. Everybody comes with 99.99 people to choose their options either in MPC or BPC. Very fundamental thing happens for every case. Absolutely every case. When we make them realized, guys, that is not the case. This is how. That's our success story. That's our success story. Absolutely. When especially, see, when parents come to me to talk about their girl child future, and they wanted to drive in such a way, that really close to my heart. That absolutely close to my heart. Like last week only, I did one case. Her father is has one software own company, but he wanted to go with her girl child's own interest. That is clearly seen in his face. Every word that he used, I was absolutely impressed. People should be like that. Parents should be like that, especially girl child. When we have girl child, most of the times we feel something, Arey Baba, let her finish studies and we'll get her married. Then, oh, I can have a long breath. That should not be the case. That should not be the case. And people come with that mindset. every case close to my heart. Absolutely. Because
I liked your
strongly believe.
Yeah, I liked your statement. Every story is a success story.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I like
I can see the
women.
passion in your eyes.
Yeah, women to be empowered. I strongly believe. When I was in corporate, I strongly worked for that, because a lot of women employees have a lot of potential, but they don't come forward to take up leadership roles because of some XYZ reasons, or they are not aware of the things. When we speak them and when we empower them and when tomorrow we see them in leadership roles, wow, it's like so I prefer that. I love to do that. Yeah.
So, as a final question, I wanted to ask not just me, I think even the viewers would wanted to know how to reach you, how to connect to you.
Yeah, through social media, and I am absolutely approachable. Absolutely approachable.
You can see that from the way you speak, sir. You are like
Yeah.
very enthusiastic and energetic.
See, when I conducted a session, awareness session in one of the towns in somewhere in Andhra Pradesh, they arranged almost 400 plus parents. They all personally contacted me and met me and told me that, so that was the first time they have ever heard about career analysis.
Oh.
Until that, they know something like guidance, supporting, or counseling, that too with limited knowledge. When I elaborate this through my PPT, I displayed everything. I don't hide anything of my product. Every point I explain to the parents, because they have to understand, and it is all about their kids. So they were like amazed, and they are all appreciated. Actually, they absolutely appreciated, because that was the time they they were like known everything. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it is.
Thanks, sir, for all your patience and answering our questions with like a lot of enthusiasm. Today, we have actually explored the world of career analysis and counseling. We actually understood the difference between career analysis and counseling. That's, I think, that is much more important. And right, career analysis is not just about guidance. It is more than that. It is about analyzing a person's interest, passion, learning styles, and everything, and coming up with a career decision. I think it is more scientific. It's not just about sharing your experience. That makes career analysis and counseling a very wonderful tool. All right. I am like extremely thankful for you for coming up with such a wonderful talk, VV sir. Thank you.
It's my
so
pleasure.
much.
It's my pleasure. I would thank all of you to have me today to talk about my very close to the subject, which is very close to my heart. And thanks a lot, each one of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to have you here with us.